Dreaming of those big comfy seats up front that seem out of reach for regular travelers like you? These 8 amazing secrets help everyday passengers score free upgrades that turn ordinary flights into luxury experiences. Isn't it time you discovered how to enjoy first-class treatment without the first-class price tag? Hey there, travel friends. Ever watch those lucky people turn left when boarding a plane instead of right? Yeah, we all want that sweet upgrade without paying hundreds more. Today we're sharing 8 sneaky but totally legit ways to score that business class seat without emptying your wallet. These aren't your basic dress nice tips. We're diving into real insider secrets that airline staff don't want you knowing about. Let's get into it. Tip number 8, the strategic check-in time. Did you know there's a perfect moment to check in that could be your golden ticket to an upgrade? Flying economy is fine, but flying business is absolutely amazing, and timing is everything. According to former United Airlines gate agent Sean Kathleen, who runs the passenger-shaming website, checking in exactly 3 hours before an international flight puts you in the upgrade sweet spot. This isn't random. It's when the airline system starts finalizing seat assignments and gate agents begin reviewing passenger lists. Too early, and the system isn't ready for upgrade decisions. Too late, and all the good seats have been given away to other smart travelers. When you arrive at this magic 3-hour window, head straight to the check-in counter with a friendly smile. Former British Airways flight attendant Simon J. Martin says to simply ask, "I was wondering if the flight's quite full today and if there are any complimentary upgrades available?" The key is being super polite and making direct eye contact. Make sure to mention any special occasions like birthdays or anniversaries too. If there are open spots in business class and you're dressed neatly, you might just get that golden ticket for free. Flight attendants share that they're more likely to help people who are friendly without demanding anything. And here's a secret trick. If the agent seems busy, try saying, "No rush at all. I know you're helping others first." This little bit of understanding goes a long way. But there's something even more powerful than perfect timing that could get you an upgrade. Tip number 7. The solo traveler advantage. Ever wondered why that lucky person traveling alone seems to always get the upgrade while your family stays in economy? It's not just luck, it's math. According to Bobby Laurie, a former flight attendant with 3 major U.S. airlines, solo travelers get upgraded way more often than groups or families. When a flight has just 1 or 2 premium seats available, which happens a lot, it's super easy for airlines to move one person up, but almost impossible to upgrade a family of 4. Airlines hate splitting up families between cabins. It creates all kinds of problems for the crew. Here's the game-changing trick that flight crews won't tell you. If you're traveling with someone else, try splitting your reservation into 2 separate bookings. This might sound weird, but Sarah Kegel, a flight attendant with 20-plus years of experience, confirms that airline computer systems look at each booking separately when deciding upgrades. By booking separately, you're both treated as solo travelers in the system. Just make sure to link your reservations afterward by calling the airline so they know you want to sit together if you both stay in economy. Want to take this to the next level? Travel expert Mark Murphy suggests checking in separately too. The person with more airline status or better frequent flyer number should check in first, then ask the gate agent about an upgrade right away. If they get one, the second person can try their luck separately. You might both end up in business class. And if only one gets lucky, take turns on different flight legs of your trip. But wait until you hear about a sneaky seat problem that could land you in business class. Tip number 6. The broken seat strategy. What if your uncomfortable economy seat could be your ticket to business class luxury? Airlines have a little-known rule that passengers must be moved if their seat has functional problems. According to Sarah Kegel, a flight attendant with over 2 decades of experience, airlines can't legally make you sit in a broken seat for safety reasons. If you notice your seat won't recline, the audio jack doesn't work, your TV screen is frozen, or there's a problem with your tray table, don't just suffer through it. Politely alert a flight attendant about the issue. Here's why this works so beautifully. Flight attendants can't magically fix broken equipment mid-flight. According to Brett Snyder, founder of the airline industry blog Cranky Flyer, when economy cabins are full, which is most flights these days, the only available seats are often in premium cabins. The flight attendant has no choice but to move you forward. Just make sure to be super specific about what's wrong. "My seat won't recline at all" works better than "my seat feels uncomfortable." But whatever you do, don't fake a problem that isn't really there. Flight attendants are experts at spotting this trick, and according to former American Airlines flight attendant Heather Poole, this is the fastest way to get blacklisted from future upgrades. Instead, before takeoff, Gently test all features of your seat while boarding. Many passengers don't even realize their seat has issues until hours into the flight. But there's another way to get upgrades without needing a broken seat. Tip number 5. The loyalty program Fast Track. Wouldn't it be amazing to skip the line and jump ahead of hundreds of other passengers waiting for upgrades? Most travelers think you need to fly 50,000 miles a year to get airline status, but that's the expensive, time-consuming way. According to Brian Kelly, founder of The Points Guy, almost every major airline offers secret status challenges or status matches that let you earn elite status after just 2 to 3 flights instead of a whole year of constant travel. These hidden fast tracks can be completed in as little as 90 days. Gary Leff, who runs the travel blog View from the Wing, says even the lowest elite status puts you automatically ahead of regular passengers on the upgrade list. To find these challenges, call the airline directly and ask, "I'm considering switching my loyalty to your airline. Do you offer any status challenge programs?" Delta, United, and American all offer these programs, but rarely advertise them on their websites. Want an even faster shortcut? According to Summerhall, credit card expert at The Points Guy, certain credit cards automatically give you airline status just for signing up. The United Explorer card, Delta Gold American Express, and City Advantage cards all offer fast-track status or status-like benefits without flying a single mile. But whatever you do, don't ignore the expiration dates on these status challenges. Zach Honig, former editor at The Points Guy, says the biggest mistake people make is letting their hard-earned status expire because they forget the completion deadline. Mark it on your calendar. Now, let's talk about which flights have the best upgrade chances. Tip number 4. The flight schedule suite. Spot, did you ever notice how some flights seem to have way more free upgrades than others? Picking the right day and time could be your upgrade secret weapon. According to Scott Keys, founder of Scott's Cheap Flights, business travelers typically pack flights on Monday mornings and Thursday/Friday evenings. These business-heavy flights are the absolute worst for free upgrades because companies already paid top dollar for all those premium seats. Instead, aim for Tuesday, Wednesday, or Saturday flights, especially ones that leave in the middle of the day. Former United Airlines gate agent Sean Kathleen explains that these off-peak flights have way more empty business seats that airlines are desperate to fill. Airlines hate flying with empty premium seats since they look bad to executives and shareholders. Henry Hardevelt, airline industry analyst at Atmosphere Research Group, recommends looking for flights around major holidays, but not exactly on them. For example, try flying on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving rather than the day before or after. The business cabin on these shoulder dates is often half empty. But whatever you do, don't book the last flight of the day thinking it'll have more upgrades available. According to Brett Snyder of Cranky Flyer, the last flight is usually the one where airlines place their operational upgrades, giving those seats to frequent flyers whose earlier flights were canceled. But there's another flight selection trick that's even more powerful. Tip number 3. The almost full flight trick. What if the secret to getting upgraded was actually booking flights that seem crowded? This might sound crazy, but it works. According to Bobby Laurie, former flight attendant for 3 major U.S. carriers, slightly overbooked flights are actually upgrade gold mines. When economy class is just 1 to 2 seats away from being completely full, airlines start looking for passengers they can bump up to business class to make room. Travel expert Peter Greenberg recommends using websites like Expert Flyer or Seat Guru to check how full your flight is getting about 72 hours before departure. If economy shows fewer than 5 seats left but business class still has space, book that flight immediately. Then make sure to check in exactly at that 3-hour mark we talked about earlier. Rick Sheeny, founder of FareCompare, suggests booking flights that typically carry business travelers, like routes to major business cities, but on off days. This creates the perfect storm, a flight that's designed with lots of business class seats but has a nearly full economy section. But whatever you do, don't wait until you're at the gate to check the flight's capacity. John Descala of JohnnyJet.com warns that by then, it's too late, upgrade decisions are already in motion, and you'll miss your chance completely. Ready to learn the mind-blowing people trick that flight attendants hope you never discover? Tip number 2. The complaint-free approach. What if the secret to flying in luxury has nothing to do with timing or technology, but is all about how you treat the airline staff? According to Sean Kathleen, a former flight attendant who runs the popular passenger shaming account, airline crews keep mental notes of exceptionally nice passengers, especially during tough situations. While everyone else is yelling about delays or problems, being genuinely kind makes you stand out like a diamond in the rough. Betty the Sky, flight attendant and author of Betty in the Sky with a Suitcase, reveals that crews have secret codes they use to identify passengers who might deserve special treatment. When you're patient during delays, flight attendants often whisper to gate agents about who deserves an upgrade if one becomes available. Try saying something like, "I know this delay isn't your fault. Can I get you a coffee while we wait?" You'll feel like a VIP when the gate agent calls your name and discreetly hands you a new boarding pass while everyone else is still complaining in line. But whatever you do, don't try to bribe the staff with gifts expecting an upgrade in return. Flight attendant Heather Poole warns this comes across as manipulative and actually hurts your chances. Ready for the absolute most powerful upgrade secret that frequent flyers guard like treasure? Tip number 1. The broken row technique. Have you ever noticed those mysterious blocked-off seats on the airline's seat map that you can't select when booking? This could be your golden ticket to business class. According to Gary Leff, founder of the popular travel blog View from the Wing, airlines often have entire rows with minor technical issues that aren't safety concerns but make them less desirable. These problem rows are your secret weapon. When booking your flight, look specifically for seat maps with rows that are mostly blocked off or have warnings. Former Delta Gate agent Jamila Hardwick reveals that these rows often have small issues like seats that won't recline fully or armrests with cosmetic damage. Book the available seat in that problem row, and you've just put yourself on the airline's radar. As departure gets closer, airlines frequently decide to close these entire rows rather than deal with passenger complaints. Since you knowingly booked into a problem area, you're first in line for a move up instead of sideways. You'll feel like a travel genius sipping champagne in business class, watching everyone else file past to economy, all because you spotted this hidden pattern in the booking system. But whatever you do, don't tell the gate agent you're expecting an upgrade because you booked a bad seat on purpose. Travel journalist Johnny DeScala warns this immediately marks you as someone trying to game the system. So there you have it, the ultimate insider secret that travel experts use to score those luxurious seats without paying a penny extra. Remember, no single trick works every time, but using a combination of these tips seriously boosts your chances. Which one are you going to try on your next flight? Let us know in the comments. If you found these tips helpful, hit that subscribe button for more travel secrets.